Welcome back to the channel. We are into week 5 of the college football season, and we're going to take a look at the Fox Big Noon kickoff game for this week between Michigan and Iowa. Now, taking a look at the against the spread breakdown, this game will take us back all the way to 2017. Both teams have had the same coach since, I believe, in Michigan's case, 2015, and then Kirk Ferentz has been at Iowa for almost forever. So we can take a look back all the way to 2017 for this game. Since 2017, Michigan's 32-30 and 1 against the spread. They're 2 and 2 this far this season against the spread, and all other kind of breakdowns for this game suggest that Michigan is also right around 500. When you take into account they're the away team, they're an away favorite, and coming off of a win, all their against spread sets are right around 500 since 2017. Iowa, on the other hand, is 34-29-2 against the spread in the past 5 seasons. They're also 2 and 2 this season, covering the spread, and they're close to Michigan and all the other ATS records for each breakdown. So, I mean, both teams hover right around 500 when it comes to covering the spread. So there's nothing that really stands out. But as we look at the stats, Michigan's had a really explosive offense to this point, averaging like 50 points a game. But the defense struggled a little bit last week against Maryland. Their defense looked really impressive the first couple games, but they didn't really play anyone. And then Maryland's offense is pretty explosive. They got a pretty potent offense, which gave Michigan some problems, specifically through the air. But their passing game opened up the running game, and Maryland was able to move the ball pretty well for the majority of the game. They just made a couple mistakes late, which kind of didn't help their chances at winning that game. Now, Iowa, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. They have a really legit defense that has scored almost nearly as much as their offense, it seems like, and just buries teams, right? Suffocates them, doesn't let them move the ball at all. However, their offense has struggled a lot. Their quarterback in Spencer Petras is not great. They struggle to throw the ball, which, as a one-dimensional offense in the Big Ten, it's going to be hard to win anything. Their defense has bailed them out, thankfully. We saw it in their game one. I believe they won 7-3 with two safeties. And then against Iowa State, they got a touchdown early after a block punt from their defense, and then they couldn't do anything the rest of the game, and Iowa State was able to win one on them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, their offense is averaging 17 points, their defense is only giving up 6 points a game, so it should be an interesting one. But it'll ultimately come down to the Michigan defense. If Michigan's defense plays well against the Iowa offense, then Michigan should win this game pretty handedly. I mean, Michigan's not gonna. I don't see them putting up 50 points on Iowa like they did in the Big Ten championship last game last year. I think that was just an anomaly. But I think Michigan could win this game like 24-3, 24-7 if the defense decides to play well and kind of bounce back after the rough outing last week. Now, the other thing to take in consideration for this game is that this game is at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa, and it's kind of known for being a really tough environment to play in. I believe in the last 6 games, Iowa's played against top 5 ranked opponents at Kinnick Stadium. They're 5-1. That's not covering the spread. That's just straight up. They've won 5 of their last 6 against top 5 opponents at home. So Michigan, I mean, it's not a surprise. Michigan knows this coming in. They should be ready to go, but there's just a different atmosphere at Kinnick Stadium. So kind of something to look for as you watch or look into betting this game. Now, to get into my pick, I took a look at the public, and 68% of the public is on Michigan's spread. Um, I think that Michigan is the better team here. And like in a neutral site, like they're playing the Big Ten championship, or even, I mean, if they're at home, I don't think it's an issue. But I think Michigan wins this game no problem. I don't think Iowa's all that great. They've got a good defense, but they're a one-dimensional team. However, it is at home. It's at Kinnick Stadium. Michigan has had trouble there in the past, which is a big influence for me. And with the Michigan defense looking a little uncertain coming into this game, I'm going to have to go Iowa plus 11. I think with Iowa's defense, 11 points is a ton. And if Iowa can put a couple drives here or there together against Michigan's defense, then they might have a chance at not only covering, but they might come out and win this game.